Alright guys, I have a whole bunch to tell you before we get started. So this video is going to contain a lot of stuff. So new stuff that I've done. I'm going to start with, I got 5 new horses from an antique store. So I guess they're not really new horses, but they're kind of new old horses. They're new to me. So, so I'm going to show you those, but I'm also going to show you them when they're tacked. So you won't be able to see all the details. But I will include pictures at the end of the video of them without tack. So you can kind of get, and I'm going to go through how old they are, and I don't know if I'll do that, so, well, I don't know, maybe, but I'm only going to allow a minute for this introduction. So I'm going to start with those 5, and then I have one more who's modeling for me, who I've had for a long time, so she'll be last. So I'll go through those now. Get the paper. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good on time right now. First we have this stallion, Arabian stallion. I named him Salazar Slew. Salazar because Salazar Slytherin from Harry Potter. I love Slytherin House. And Slew because he also is one of my favorite racehorses. And he is 22 years old. He's a 1988 model. He's wearing my custom Arabian costume that I did just for him. I think it looks really pretty in silver and teal. It would have been better if it was silver and green, but I don't have green. So I don't have anything green like that, because then, you know, it'd be more fitting for his name. But I put gold thread right here. It's just thread that I put tied on there. And then just a gold chain, some fishing line for a noseband. There's 2 nosebands on this. And this is kind of like the bit, I guess, the shanks for the bit. And then another chain for the reins. So it's all, and you can take it off and it won't fall apart or anything. And this is just, it's loose on his neck. And there was a piece of fishing line through here, so the girth could fit through the chain, and it will keep this from bouncing around. But we have that Arabian costume for him. That's Salazar Slew, one of my new for older horses that I got in an antique store. Then we'll move over here to Magic Jack, but we call him Jack for short. And he's wearing this blanket that I made for him. It says Magic Jack. I'm not done with the J yet, but I kind of got bored halfway through that, and I was cutting it really close to the edge of the blanket. And I made this, I didn't make the bridle, but I made the shadow roll. And it's sewed on there, so I'd have to cut it to get it off. And then I put the silver fastenings on the blanket right here. I don't really like the stitches that you can see, but I might fix that later. But it's not really straight cut because I do it with scissors. So it's made out of an old t-shirt. And then he's got these boots made out of an old red sock that was clean. Then on the bridle, I made it so where the reins are adjustable. And so those are adjustable reins. You can make them shorter or longer. And then I cut it so I could put that through there. And then this is the custom blanket I made for him. He's a racehorse. He's a Trinketer. He's got the brand on him for the Elkhorn brand. Don't know if you can see it or not. A little bit. There we go. And then so he came with the name Abdullah, but he's 21 years old, 1989. He ran for 1 year. So this is the custom tack I made for him. It's his costume. But I renamed him Magic Jack instead of Abdullah because I didn't like the name Abdullah. That, and because I named him Jack before I knew what his name was. I found out all this stuff online. BreyerIdentification.com, courtesy of. So that's Jack and Salazar Slew. Then we have Hala, or Miss Caddy. I call her Miss Caddy. Golf reference from my mother because she golfs. But I have to fix this saddle because the stirrup's going to stick way out. But that's alright. This is Hala. She's modeling a western saddle pad I made. And she is 33 years old. She ran in 1977. She's a famous show jumper. I'm going to find out more about the actual horse that this model was based on online. I don't know much about her, but I really liked her. She was actually one of my more expensive models that I bought at that antique store, but she was well worth it. Where's Miss Caddy? And then we have this little chestnut Clydesdale foal. And I don't really have a name for her yet, but I've been calling her Lily. But I don't know how long that name will stay. I didn't make the blanket. She came with the blanket. But I have her mom right there. Looks just like her. So I put this heart on the blanket though. I put that heart on. And then that's the only thing on her that I really did. But I wanted you to show, I want to show you the model. And she ran in 1969, so in 2010 she is 41 years old. All of these years are of 2010. So 41 years old, really good condition. I'd take the blanket off, but I can't. I don't know if I might have to. So I'll show you her. But she came with the blanket, and there's 3 of these folds there actually. And I had to pick between those 3. So I was like, hopefully I'll pick the right fold to go with the mother, because I got the mother before I got the foals. So she's in really good condition. She was actually $1.25 cheaper than the other 2 that were there. But she's got really good fur detail, feathering details. But she's a little bit more rubbed on this side than she is this side, which is okay, because if I were to display her, that's the side she'd be showing. So it's kind of a plus that it's not rubbing on there. But I washed all these models multiple times, so they're really clean. There's no dust or anything left. And then I have this guy who is modeling my boots that I made out of actual leg wraps, horse leg wraps. He's modeling those, and he's also modeling the Breyer lead shank and chain I made. And this halter actually goes to Magic Jack, but I put it on him. And it's got, you can take this off and on, but you'd have to undo the ring, which isn't really a big deal to get the chain off. But, just something nice and easy like that, made out of, piece of scrap leather. And he is, his actual name that he came with was Morgan Glands, but I renamed him. Or I'm thinking of a name, actually, right now, in progress. But I'm thinking of, Roman Rum for him. But I don't exactly know yet. He actually, I don't like the mold at all, and I don't really like his tail, but I like his coloring. He also has the Elkhorn brand, so he's a trinketer. But he ran in 1980, and he's 30 years old. His mold, sorry guys, his mold is not very good. It's not the best mold. He falls over a lot. If I put him this way, he's fine, but if I put him the other way, he'll fall over. And he's got just that one major rub mark right there. Other than that, his rub marks are very minor. So I liked him, so I was like, alright. That, and he wasn't all that expensive, and I can see why now, because he doesn't stand up very well. But anyways, I have one more horse too. So those are my antique finds. This is Dreamer. I've had her for a few years now, and she's modeling a blanket that I made, a sleazy blanket, with just an S embroidered on the side randomly. So we have that, and it's just stitched in the front, made out of an old t-shirt. So there's that. So those are my newer horses, my newer older horses, and their costumes. So there you go.